Hi.
Hi.
Miss Tisch for being here.
Oh, I'm so happy to be with you. Thank you for schlepping in from Austin to do this in honor of your 10th anniversary. So you guys have only been there a few years.
Just
7, you know.
Just 7.
Just 7.
But there are a bunch of us who were there from way before the doors ever opened. We were there for the first ideas, the planning, the vision that we could see you all going to college like you're about to do. So it all came true.
Yes.
So, shoot.
Okay. Our principal, Jeannie Goka, mentioned you meeting Ann Richards. How was that experience?
Oh, I loved Ann Richards. I met her many times. And I'm sure you've heard a lot about her. And have you seen her films and some of her speeches and you've read about her? Even everything you've read can't even really describe how magnificent a woman she was. Beautiful, smart, really funny, disarming, visionary, all of the things we want you guys to be. And I first met her in some social occasion when she moved to New York. And we had a brief conversation then about my schools. And she said, I'd love to come up someday. So she made a date with us and came up to the school. And she was being followed by a couple of reporters who were doing a big magazine story on her. And she walked in and out of classrooms and just commanded everybody, hi y'all, what are y'all doing in here? You know, and in that accent of hers, and leaning over their shoulders and correcting papers and answering questions. And I mean, the girls just loved her. They adored her. And we spent a good amount of time at the school. And one day she called, she goes, I need to set up a time to meet with you, and it's personal. Whoa. I said, okay. So we set up a time, and it's just the two of us. And she said, I want to start a school. And I said, you're kidding. She goes, no, I want it in Austin. I want a leadership school. I want to model after you. What do I do? And that was the beginning.
So what do you think are the top values that a student from inaugural school should graduate with?
What do you think? Wow, it's interesting. So,
I think the ability to work with people and understanding that group work is a very important thing. That's something I definitely learned at Ann Richards, is that you can't do it by yourself. And so you're going to need to be able to have that support group around you.
interesting. What do you
I
think?
feel like competition, but not like competition to look better, but competition to do like better in school. For example, in my grade, we all like, oh, you're doing like good at this. You're doing 2 essays. Well, I'm doing like 3 essays instead. And so I feel like when we like leave high school, we're gonna be like the top students there, because now we know that doing the minimal work is not enough for us. You know, we're prepared to do more than the average student does.
I think you value excellence. Okay? I think you do. We don't teach it so directly. There's not a course on excellence, but it's certainly bound up in the culture. You know, wanting to do better than you did the last time, aspiring to mastering a subject, to really understand it.
Right. So what advice will you give a student from inaugural school in order to perform well in college?
Call your mothers. You know, call home a lot. Be in touch. Call the people from high school if you need them. Don't suffer problems or adjustments by yourself. So how would your lives be different had you gone to another school?
Oh, wow. Way different.
How so?
They don't emphasize college as much as Ann Richards. Like in 6th grade, the first thing I learned was like, we're all going to college.
Yes.
And from there on, it just spiraled into what's going on right now.
Do you think you would be going to college if you'd gone to another school?
I pretty much don't think so, to be honest. I really don't believe I would go to college.
So your life would be really different, really different. It's enormously satisfying and fulfilling to watch a dream of mine, a dream of Ann Richards, and all of the other founders in living color. It's great. You can build a school, you can have a great building, you can have a lot of promises, but if the students and teachers don't perform, why would anyone want to replicate it? Why would anyone put it on the charts as one of the best high schools in the huge state of Texas. And it's because of what you do there, year in and year out. You breathe the life into the school, you the students. So Anne's vision is living, and living in the way she saw it. She was like me. She could close her eyes and see you guys walking through the halls in your uniforms, and could see graduations, and could see college acceptances and college diplomas, and it's all happening. That's the beauty of her vision. Well, I really appreciate this. I want to shake your hand.
Thank you so
I want
much.
to congratulate you.
Thank you.
Shake
Thank
your
you.
hand. Thank you for inviting me to this interview.
Thank you.
Good questions.